Tiamat, I assume? Guess she wasn't up for having visitors today.
This is a decent place to get the high flyer achievement. You can get 5 of these bats here. No, I see 4. Where's the 5th one? It's Vulgrim. I believe you can get high flyer here anytime. There's 1. I think there's 5. 2. 3. 4. Yep, 5. So if you guys somehow manage to miss getting this earlier, you can always come back here to take these guys out. Really easy way to get it. I'm trying to think of what. This is where Vulgrim is. The smarter thing to do, I think, would be just to get this. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that anytime soon.
You are as wise as you are powerful.
Okay.
Greetings.
So we're gonna settle for Blade Geyser level 2. I love that this puzzle stuck around in Darksiders 3. Cool imagery. Now things get pretty tough here in general. There we go. Yeah, Parry. That parry changes a lot. Okay. We gotta be really careful here. Because these guys on the ground can hit us while we're on the air. Parry was pretty dang cool. Definitely feel like I was playing the game wrong before, because I would overly rely on the dodge, and it's like, why are you dodging with war, you know? Since we have this Ravager on, we could just get free souls for breaking stuff. So I'm okay with that. Something is angry. Oh, it's them fighting. Forgot war can't wall run. Might be the horse seeker. The map. I messed it up. They give you a pretty damn good window on that parry. Like, I wasn't even close that time and they still gave it to me. Ooh, okay. Nice follow-up. Ooh. There we go. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Already? Dang. That was quick. I wasn't expecting that because of number 3. It takes so long to get that. Really same with number 2. But in this one, they just give it to you. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, this is where stuff starts getting a little bit tougher. They're going to introduce the new enemy type once we get over there. Okay, this is where we really should practice our parrying at. It was funny, I got an observation about this guy. I was going back and watching my old playthrough, just to kind of look ahead on what to expect here. And this guy, I noticed his moveset is just the Deposed King's moveset. Or I say the Deposed King has his moveset. This guy is like just a smaller version of the Deposed King. Oh, he did that one. That's the one I've been looking for. He's been doing this one the whole time. I've been looking for him to do that fast one. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this room here. I was trying to figure out how long that lasts. It looked like it was glowing brighter and brighter. That should be good. Oh, that fills you up completely? Nice. Very nice. Here we go. This is interesting. Okay, I gotta dodge that one. I'm trying to look out for that quick one. I just wrecked that guy's face. Jeez. Ah, nice. Let's do that instead. Champion artifacts. You see a lot of this imagery in Darksiders too. Once you go to the land of the dead. The platforming in this one's so much more simple than it is in number 2. Okay, don't want to go there yet. So yeah, you can fuck this up, by the way. Okay, This is where it gets tough down here. But you know, I said that a couple times already, so I think you guys can decide to ignore me if you want. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Definitely like how he tried to lure me into that. I wonder if the volcanic activity here, if it's because of the demon presence, or if this is just naturally how this area looks. If like the earth itself just exploded basically. My guess is that the demonic presence here somehow shifted the earth's plates and caused this to happen. It could strictly be demonic magic that caused all this. I think it's probably a little bit of both. This is a really fun weapon. Okay, R3L2. I think the controls for it are very solid as well. I think it's just a really fun weapon to use. Okay, so they want me to... There we go. I gotta get close enough. Sounds like wet meat. I wonder if can we parry his Backhand. Back up. Hit him with the blade. I think this part's timed, right? I can't 100% remember. Yep, this I know. Don't know what happened there. This part gives me huge Resident Evil vibes. Especially RE4. Big RE4 vibes. Ah, see you. I see you. It's amazing the little things you forget about a game when you haven't played it in a while. I don't know what's up with him and his jump. It's very, like, he falls before you get a chance to actually press the jump button. He had the Mario uppercut jump. Man, bruh, it looks like I'm playing this game for the first time. It looks and feels that way, like I'm playing this game for the first time. Can't recall if this is timed or not. I don't think it's time. Darksiders 1 is kind of nice. They're kind of really nice to the player. Whoa. Man, that thing aimed far. Oh, that does still hurt you. I was wondering. I see Darksiders is nice. They even stopped the rotating platform. So I wonder though, would it still be possible to get that? Let me just try something right quick. Looks like, yeah, looks like it's still possible to get this. I assumed that was the case, but I just wanted to make sure. Now this here is timed. That I remember. At least I thought this was timed. This is the fun part. Can I take two swords? Cannot. Cannot take two swords. Alright guys, what's up? Future Bell Art here. There's a bit of a lull in the commentary for this part, so I just came to inject a bit of extra commentary here because it's going to be silent for long stretches. I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe something in my background caused me to not commentate as much, or maybe to mute the mics here. So we're getting close to the part of this particular playthrough where I just stopped doing commentary period on these videos. So I'm coming to you actually 2 years later from the last time you just heard my voice, and you're gonna probably hear a cut in with me again from 2 years ago. I may still use some of that commentary here and there for this part, but after this particular episode I should be with commentary from the present day. So this was recorded back, this episode was literally recorded November 7th 2023. Today is November 22nd 2025, so definitely 2 years later. This was recorded, this was supposed to be the 5-year anniversary recording of my initial Darksiders guide, but it turns out now that I'm releasing this is the 7-year anniversary of the Darksiders guide, so I'm okay with that. 7's a lucky number. So I'm definitely okay with that. Life just be life, and I couldn't get these episodes out when I wanted to, unfortunately. Life, so much stuff in life happened. Initially, I couldn't finish this because there was some stuff going on with my mother, and now life is just, life's awesome, life's hard, but life's good. So I can't complain, but I can't work on these like I want to, unfortunately. Anyways, we took our blue sword back. Unfortunately, we took it with us, so you guys should definitely be putting that blue sword back as soon as you get it. Setting it in the statue so that you don't have the same problem I had. That way we can drop down and get this other blue sword. I kind of love blue swords in Darksiders because they're actually pretty awesome as weapons. Like, I really like the blue sword as a alt weapon in Darksiders 3. Like, it's super cool. You can actually, instead of relying on your mostly arcane empowered weapons in Darksiders 3, you can actually pump all your your souls into strength and rely strictly on the blue swords. That's actually going to be the first full Darksiders 3 playthrough I do after I'm done with this particular playthrough. This Darksiders 1 playthrough, I'm going to do a blue sword Darksiders 3 playthrough, which I also recorded back in 2023. So lots of Darksiders content coming. As you guys should know at this point, Darksiders 4 was announced, so super excited about that. Hopefully I can get a full Darksiders 3 playthrough out and a Darksiders Genesis playthrough out before Darksiders 4 comes out. So that's my main focus now, is like pretty much obsessing over Darksiders for the near future. So I'm just hoping my personal life can account for that. Can just chill out a little bit so I can focus on the YouTube stuff. Maybe write a couple of books in between, I don't know. Anyways, we got a Wrath Shard coming up, as well as a Beholder's Key. So you guys will see that in the timestamps. But, of course, they're going to take these chests away, as this is an ambush. Pretty cool ambush, too. I wish that they had, like, some sort of sorcerer enemy in here to make that ambush, like, give it even more, like, environmental storytelling. But this is cool too. It's just the henchmen came in, and the minions, whatever you want to call these guys, the soldiers, the undead soldiers, the undead army, they set an ambush for war up in here. our beholder's key. Got our Wrath Shard, and we are out of here. Okay, I'm just kind of skipping on ahead so I know what's coming next. Now my audio track's actually gonna have problems. I see like, it skipping. It's gonna have. I'm gonna have to edit this audio track. I don't want to start over though. I'm already 5 minutes into it. That's the funny thing too is my recordings were pretty smooth for like some years now at this point. Like my settings on OBS have been pretty solid. And this year I'm now having similar problems that I had when I first made that Darksiders review, or that Darksiders walkthrough all those years ago. I don't know if you guys, how many of you guys are watching from that old walkthrough, but I'm having some problems with my mic again, like I used to. But my Blue Yeti mic, it's not accepting like new cables. It's only accepting this old cable that's very finicky. So like it doesn't work with any other USB cables but this cable that it's had for years. So I bought all types of new USB cables and nothing's working on it. It's probably an issue with the USB port itself, but man, it's so annoying. And I really don't have the cash to like get another microphone at the moment. I could, but then like it would just imbalance everything else. Like I could like do it, put some more debt on my credit card, but not trying to do all that. So I'm just working with what I got at the moment. However, it's definitely super annoying. It's working. That's the main thing. But like right now, it was working perfectly. At the start of recording, I did a test, and I moved ever so slightly. I think my chair barely touched the cord on the mic. It's because it's a very long cord, and suddenly like it's like pulsing like it used to way back when. Luckily, I'm better at audio editing, audio engineering, so I can most likely fix this. Anyways, we got some cool stuff coming up. Boss fight, mini boss fight. Jailer's very easy at the end of the day. There are ads for this fight. I'm actually not sure if you can farm these guys for souls. I feel like at a certain point these guys are going to stop giving souls, but I'm not even sure. But yeah, just do that. Get a couple free hits in. Get the heck out of there. Got more ads. And that's the cool thing is you can actually get the jailer to destroy most of his ads. Again, you don't really want to be in the air with the flip saw too much when you're surrounded by enemies, because you're very vulnerable when you use a flip saw. As much as I like the attack visually and as good as it feels to use flip saw, actually a very dangerous move to rely on. Looks like I'm using these guys as kind of a get out of jail free card whenever the jailer is close to me. He didn't summon more minions, probably because I had these minions on the screen still. He was walking slow, so I thought he was ready to execute, but his pulsating things there have to be red for him to be ready to execute. And I believe now he's ready to execute, so let's see if past me realized that. Looks like no. But I should realize it pretty soon, actually. There he is. The executions in this game, undefeated. Alright, and don't forget the health chest if you're low on health. You took a few hits from the jailer. Cool attack, but it does leave you vulnerable. Enemies will tag you in midair with a flip saw, unfortunately. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I do love going through answering you guys' questions. It actually does give me like a stronger sort of understanding of the game for later, like when other people have the same questions. I'll be able to answer those a lot easier the more I answer them. So I actually don't even mind repeating some answers. Not all the time, but like I actually don't mind for the most part. You're going to be lighting these sconces, so if you guys notice, I'm taking fire from the sconce that's already on fire and spreading it to the other sconces with the multi-targeting with the shuriken. So you will want to take that flame all the way down this corridor. That's basically what I'm doing. For some reason, did not explain that to you guys while I was playing it, but can't remember why I stopped talking here. I think I'm about to say something coming up, but yeah, this guy here, of course, stay away from this guy when he's on has poison surrounding him, and then use your shuriken to de-mist him. Don't be close to him, get far away as he's dying. Yeah, that's why I tell you guys to get away from that guy. That's past me just throwing that in there. Okay, so I can't reach the last sconce down there, so we're gonna have to keep it moving and get a better angle. Soul chest. Last torch coming up. We need a better angle. Actually, we got a couple torches here. Okay, and I believe we'll need a explosive at the end over there. I want to get something very cool for doing this. So we got one more torch, and we also need an explosive bomb for this growth. Ah, there it is. I didn't see that last one. I did this style of commentary on Dust as well, where the commentary was a little bit light, so I added some post-com while still having some live com. It's really weird to get two different versions of me, but I kind of like it. It's kind of interesting to me. Okay, and that's going to be something really cool for us. So I do recommend actually just doing this puzzle. Super cool. Plus it adds to that sense of completion in the game, but you're going to want this because it's actually pretty useful. Okay, this right here. Bloodthirst Enhancement, which actually steals the life of adversaries during combat. So it's not overpowered, but you can use it strategically to keep you topped off, depending on how you fight. So this one's actually really good with the Tremor Gauntlet. If you get the Tremor Gauntlet, and if you use the that attack where like war is pounding the ground, it's actually really good with that attack. But you'll find a good combination. Okay, and with this bomb growth, we'll need to blow it up with fire. So it looks like I just equipped it. We'll try it out. It's not really a favorite of mine, but you know what? I've never really created like a Bloodthirst build. I'm willing to try that out though, because that's one of the things I've been doing with Darksiders Warmastered, is actually trying out new builds for war. So I'm very interested in doing it. Might experiment with Bloodthirst and see like what you can do with that. Alright. So once we take care of things here, be prepared. You are gonna get ambushed. So be prepared. Before you do this, if you need HP, make sure to go get it or equip your sword here. But we will be ambushed here. Alright, make sure to... Wow. Sorry, this guy... It's difficult because these enemies are in the way. Don't get hit by that guy at all. He gets hard. Deceptively hard. Now these guys are again still in the way. So lock on is gonna be very difficult if those guys are still alive. You gotta somehow take them out first. Alright, remember, don't be close as he's there you go. Just take them out like that. Keep your distance. Use your ranged. Take your shot when you can. We got some fun in the elevator here. We have block counter here, so definitely take advantage of that. These guys do strike fast, but block counter is really good. As you can see, it's really good at the health regen too. So try to read the enemy here and try to utilize block counter. Looks like I'm going for Wrath. That's why I'm using these executions. Trying to get my Wrath up. Got one pip back. Did you guys see that the camera kind of panned out a little bit? That was really cool past me. I agree. Really interesting. Okay, we're coming up upon what I like to call a potential choke point. So I'll tell you guys more about it once we get there. Okay, so as you can see, this looks familiar. This is how we get back to where we were before. Past me is going to kick in to prepare you guys for the upcoming choke point. So thankfully I actually did see fit to tell you guys about what's happening here. Uh-oh. That room down there is trouble. So you guys definitely want to prepare for that room in whatever ways you can. Me right now, there's not much I can do. I need one more Wrath Shard and I don't have enough. Well, actually, you know what? We can do something about this. Let's go do something about our circumstance. Now you guys can just grind it out and just fight those. Just fight that room off. But it won't be the easiest experience in the world. Me from the past was absolutely right. That room is doable. There are resources in that room as well. However, we're gonna make this as easy for ourselves as possible because we don't have a lot of health, to be honest, and enemies are hitting extremely hard. So, cool. He actually sped it up a bit. He, as in me, of the past, actually sped this up for you guys. So, I actually edited this not too long ago, maybe a couple months back. Getting it ready for you guys. So we're gonna sell some artifacts here coming up. We're gonna get some well, you guys will see what we get. We got Weapon Master here, which can boost our damage. Of course we're gonna want that. It's only 1,000. We can get new moves, but we're not gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on I guess I just sold the artifacts, I'm sorry. I was looking at the moves and like, did I just buy that? Okay, we got our Wrath Shard. So that's going to give us our 3 Wrath Pips, and it actually refilled the last 2 Wrath Pips that we have. So that's a great buy for us. And we're going to go with Weapon Master, again increasing our damage. So for me, this is a great combination. It's going to make that fight tremendously easier than before. Going to allow us to take out the enemies in less hits. So I'm with that. As much as I like the Bloodthirst, it wasn't giving as much health as I would like. Because I'm not a perfect fighter. You know, and if I'm in the thick of it, I'm going to take some damage. So the Bloodthirst just doesn't give you quite what I would want for somebody who's constantly in the thick of the battle. Okay, so this fight, it can go either way. It's mostly a challenge because these enemies, they have hyper armor. They have these attacks that have a lot of range. They cover a lot of ground. And there's these big guys in their ads. With them, however, see, I probably shouldn't have used that. That was too much. Too much too early. These guys do telegraph very blatantly. So just watch them. That's all you gotta do is watch them. And typically you're gonna want to move to the right. These guys' attacks are coming from the left, typically. Or it's coming from, what's that, their right, your left. As you saw, I blew that guy up. We got quite a bit of wrath back. This guy hits extremely hard, as you guys will see. I think I do get tagged by this guy. Yep. Oh, he hit me exceptionally hard. Past me was not pleased by that. You know, keep your distance, throw your shuriken, so he's not just wasting your time. Like I said, there are resources here, health and wrath. So I don't think we're done yet. I think there is, yes, we got 2 of these guys now. So now we have a few more casts of that. Glorious iframes. Super glorious iframes. Now I'm just like abusing it because I have it. But yeah, once you get to 3, then you're so good at that point. Now he's dead. This guy's not. This guy's done too. We made our lives so much easier. We steamrolled those guys, basically. It's not the hardest room of all time, but it can be. I really wasn't expecting to get backhanded by that poison creature. And I wasn't expecting it to do like a whole health bar. That was wild. That wasn't just wild, that was exceptionally wild. See, past me was not pleased by that. That was a good fight though. Now if you guys are having trouble with that room, just let me know. Again, I do agree with what I said there. It's not the hardest room of all time, but it can be very brutal. Like, it can be very brutal. So if you have trouble with that, don't feel bad about that, because again, those guys have a lot of iframes. They hit exceptionally hard. Again, just stick to your right to avoid most of their attacks. I think that's the best advice I can give you. And do like I did, you know, if you guys have been following the collectibles, you should have at that point the 3 wrath shards. Then again, maybe you actually bought those prior to even coming there, so maybe your wrath pips aren't full. So that might be trouble for you. So if you don't have as many casts of Blade Geyser, don't worry. It's okay. But that's our final statue there. Yeah, if you don't have that many casts of Blade Geyser, you just got to go in a little bit more raw than I did, a little bit more physical, and you got to dodge a little bit more than I did. So one thing I didn't do in that fight is to experiment with the block counter. So maybe experiment with that if you're having a lot of trouble. Maybe it'll come in handy for you. I just didn't do enough experimentation with that, unfortunately. Alright, ladies and gents, we're almost done. There's only one more thing I want to do personally. And that's coming here. Alright, got our very first Abyssal armor piece. Very good. And we got a full Wrath Core. We could have actually come in here earlier. But this is good. This is really good. That's past me just told you. Got another Wrath Core. So again, could have came in here to get a whole other Wrath Core. That would be extremely helpful for that fight as well. So you guys will have the timestamps down below to guide you here. Maybe I'll even put like an insert if I remember. Maybe I'll put an insert, like a text insert to remind you guys that there's a Wrath Core around about these parts. Alright, we're headed to the boss fight of this joint. I don't think I commentate at all during the boss fight. So strategy for Tiamat is simple. I'll explain it as we go. Try to avoid talking during the cutscenes.
As the council reduce the horsemen to common assassins. Samael bought your loyalty. Because if you are the Sailor Rider, perhaps we can strike a deal.
You won't like my terms.
Alright, Tiamat again is very simple. When she's in the air, you're going to want to chuck a bomb at her.
You should have considered my offer. Such a pity.
Well, really, when she's in there, you're going to want to avoid her for the most part, but yeah. Chuck the bomb. Use the flames. And light up the bomb. Just like that. We're going to bring her down. And then we're going to start attacking her from there. So when she's grounded, you're going to do that dive bomb, avoid at all cost. Typically
Well, for you, horsemen.
Alright, dodge to the side when she does her attack, her diving attack. Easy to avoid, I say, as I keep getting hit by it. Be as I say, not as I do type stuff. Anyways, Tiamat doesn't do a ton of damage, only with that dive bomb attack. What she's about to do. And it blows up all the bombs on the stage as well, so don't be near those either. This thing has a big area of effect, so just avoid. This point we can actually go in if you have Blade Geyser. It makes it super easy work at Tiamat.
Sweet. ChaosEater just blow away real quick.
If you have Blade Geyser, it makes super easy work at Tiamat. So. Almost done. It's gonna be the butt drop. As long as you avoid that attack, you're good. Me, I'm just keeping the pressure on her. It looks like Blade Geyser is doing the work.
She still lives. I want to hear her scream. I am one of the chosen. I can grant your every wish.
Can you restore the balance?
wants this thing. It's coursing with power. Really think he's going to let you live long enough to collect on your end?
Like a bat out of hell. This is our first Heart of a Chosen. We get a full Lifestone for getting all these hearts. Really good stuff. And with all the bosses, once you're done with them, all the main bosses, you get the portal to teleport you out the dungeon. Really nice stuff.
Tragic. Without your feathered friend, how will you escape this prison of rock?
I'll find a way.
You have certainly proven yourself resourceful. Perhaps I can provide a quicker way.
Speak plainly, demon.
Serpent holes, ancient paths that worm their way beneath the husk of this dead world and beyond. I use them to get about, and for a price, so can you.
What do you want, Vulgrim?
A trifle, really? The Chosen's heart. I felt its power the moment you stepped from that tower. You wound me, horseman. I would never come between you and your friend Samael. No, I only wish to look at the heart. One glance, and our bargain is sealed. Samael will be pleased. The serpent holes are yours, horseman. Seek me out when you wish to use them.
Vulgrim's interesting. I feel like he's gonna be a powerhouse in like Darksiders 4 or beyond.
The destroyer will not be used. You need Vulgrim more than ever, yes?
Got some more souls. Not sure what I get here. I actually didn't make notes for this part. I should have done that before I started recording. I just want to get some recording done. Alright, smart choice. Save up souls. We don't got much more to go for this one. At least I think so. I'm not sure how I'm going to break this episode up. I was going to do these in 2-hour chunks. But I asked AI, was that a good idea? And it was like, no, do them in like hour to hour and a half long formats because the algorithm will prefer that length as opposed to anything longer. And now I'm kind of regretting it. I'm like, because I initially recorded these in like 2 or 2.5 hour chunks. I should have just kept it that way. Now it's kind of a pain to stitch them together from where they were.
I trust that she suffered.
Not nearly enough.
Beautiful. The second guardian, the Griever, moves in tunnels beneath this place. But first there is an obstacle that must be removed. Ulthane, one of the old ones.
You didn't mention that before.
Changing the deal already, Samael.
Be silent, filth. My business is with the horseman. Ulthane is no ally of the Destroyer. But you won't find the Griever without confronting the Black Hammer. And that will require strength you don't possess. channel the horseman's true power in order to keep him on the council's leash. War. Destroy this parasite.
You so much as blink at me, and the council will end you, both of you. I'm protected.
Not in here. You are War, rider of the red horse. Not some puppet on this pathetic creature's strings.
War, I will make you suffer.
Focus your anger. A great rage stirs within you, clawing to get out. You must release it, or a puppet you'll remain. You are reborn.
What was that?
The horseman is broken, but there is still much power in him. For a moment I saw one who would stand alone against the destroyer's army.
So, don't make me angry. Trophy, by the way. So what I noticed was that I believe Samael released the limiter from the Watcher. Like, he used his magic. I always just thought he kind of just like used like telekinesis or something on the Watcher, like a magic kinetic spell or of some sort. But I think that was him literally turning off whatever lock the Watcher put on War. Whatever seal he put on War, he unsealed it. So it's pretty good. It's pretty clever. These guys out, easy souls. That guy must have fell off. Zombies if we need HP. Let's head for this beautiful chest here to get an abyssal armor piece. I can't recall which one that is because it's been a while, but it will be noted in the timestamp which abyssal armor piece that it is. The Uthane stuff is awesome. I love the Uthane stuff. I actually really like this playthrough. This playthrough, in many respects, was a lot better than the first playthrough. A lot better than that first walkthrough, I should say. It was a lot smoother this time. Not that it was perfect, but I think it was more cohesive this time around. Everything made a little bit more sense than how I did it the first time. I want to do these runs like back to back so I can get like as close to perfection as possible with these guys. But I'm okay with them. I'm okay with more of a casual, because I think that's how people play these games typically. People don't obsess over playing these games perfectly. So I think people don't mind like a casual playthrough of this. Head over here. Shadow Flight. Got another Abyssal armor piece. Nice. Got this one pretty early. I mean, you can get this earlier. Like, we had Shadow Flight for a while. I could have got this earlier if I really tried. What's funny is Fury could actually survive that with the Flame Hollow. Maybe not the fall, because the Horsemen have this weakness to falling. It's their kryptonite, apparently. But if she actually makes it to the flame, she could survive that part. Alright. Off to find Uthane. So I wonder if we can No, we were stuck in Tiamat's dungeon. I'm like, I wonder if you could get the shuriken, leave, and come here and do all this stuff early. But no, they're smart about it. They trapped me in Tiamat's dungeon. I think this is our first time fighting the blue variant of this particular enemy type. I forget what it's called, but I will note it in the comments, the name of this enemy. Slapped up by this guy. Yeah, this game desperately needed a Crucible and maybe some other DLC. They honestly should have added DLC for Warmastered. That would have been ideal. I mean, the game is like perfect. It's such an old school game that didn't give a shit about DLC. So it's perfect for what it is, but after playing like Darksiders 2 and Darksiders 3, it's like, yeah, I could use a little bit more of Darksiders 1 after I beat the game. A little bit of DLC wouldn't hurt. Part of me is like glad that this game doesn't give a shit about DLC, but part of me is like, I would love to play more Darksiders 1. And not just the base game, like just an extra little adventure for war would be nice. Like, you know, have them go to like a small little part of Earth somewhere. Or just like another dungeon, like another dungeon or two. Maybe 2 dungeons per DLC would be pretty nice. Found the switch here. There's more up there, so we're gonna definitely come back here. Don't obsess too much about this area. We don't have the means to get this stuff yet, as you can see. Just pointing out that there's a pretty expensive artifact up there that we're gonna get to eventually. So we're gonna do that, but don't worry, we'll do it eventually. Part of the game is re-exploring the world, which is actually a lot of fun in Darksiders. It's a lot of fun either way. You could explore the world as you get new abilities. It's a little bit slower than if you wait till the end of the game to do it, but you get stuff a little bit earlier. I personally like to do it when the game tells you to do it. When I first played, I actually loved just stopping what I was doing, taking my new ability somewhere I've been before and trying to figure out what else I could do there. That's fun. I actually do recommend that during your first playthrough because it's discovery. Like, discovery in this game is a lot of fun because there's a lot to discover, a lot to uncover. But now that I know where stuff is, typically, I prefer to wait until the very end when you have a mission to basically re-explore the world. And that's the best time for me to go back and get all the collectibles, power-ups, blah blah blah, secrets. However, there may be some things that you'll prefer to get at a certain time. You may not want to wait to the end of the game for certain power-ups. Maybe an enhancement or something like that. Maybe you'll want to get that early. Maybe you'll want to get some Wrath Shards and Lifestone Shards early, as opposed to waiting till the end of the game. Struggle there. Lost 2 flipping health bars. Trying to get through here. Alright, so we are coming up on the end of this level. Again, I'm not sure if this will actually be the end of this video or if I'm going to splice this together with another video. You guys will of course know. Drown Pass is awesome. I remember doing a sign off here initially because this was like a 2-hour and like 20-minute episode, but who knows what's happening now. Shouldn't have listened to AI. you should just trust your gut, folks. Who cares? YouTube's super sensitive to creators nowadays. The algorithm's kind of crazy, but just do what you feel like. I'm really disappointed I didn't exactly do what I feel like for this one, but I already started, so I'm going to continue the like hour and a half. I think max is like hour 45 on these instead of 2 hours. But I'm going to give you guys a sign off anyway once we're done here with Mr. Blue. I'm still getting tagged by these like second hits. The hitboxes on Darksiders are kind of crazy. Me and my boy Mark have said that since the beginning of us playing this game. Like, these hitboxes are ridiculous. But it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. So I appreciate you guys for joining me today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the stylings of Darksiders #1 Warmastered. We'll be continuing either right away. Maybe I'll do like a little intermission, or we will continue in the next episode. We shall see. I don't have that information as of now, but I appreciate you guys. I want you guys to take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Please leave a like down below if you guys have enjoyed the content. If you guys did not enjoy the content, leave a dislike. Please let me know why you didn't like the content. Subscribe if you want to, and I do have Patreon down below as well. Take care, guys. Peace.